Alright, we got Komi on the Persephone and Hebo being played as Popamel. Popamel going to do water cannons and then the 3. He hasn't put another point into something. Komi, all 3 points, all 3 abilities. Popamel hasn't put his next point onto something. It's still level 1, level 1. See how this goes. Conduit Gem going for a Gem of Focus into a Lost Star effect. Buys a Beads because of Persephone's ult. And a Vibrant Shard. Finally, I get to see fucking Vibrant Shard. Komi with Sands of Time. Gonna be either a Doom Orb or a Chronos Pendant. If it's either one, it's gonna be a lot of poke. Goes for an Aegis to counteract the Hebo ult. Clears up that. Did he ever... He did put it into the 1. Do I see this? Oh no! He messed up. Sorry, I said Darcius. I'm still on that guy. He messed up though. He didn't get his blue. Popamel may discover this. He did lose out a lot on pressure though. Now his water carpet is doing purple buff. Sorry, it was helping my dog get up. What'd I miss? Commentator's back. Both at level 5. Poke. Jumps over the Hebo ult. Counters the Hebo ult with her own ults and misses. Both abilities lost. Slight level lead for Komi on the Persephone. Getting poked out just a little bit. Has to be careful. Komi with 1 health potion ticking and 1 health potion in his inventory. Getting poked out. Getting heavily poked out. Plants going down the lane. Plants biting his ass. But Popamel making a comeback. I think archers killed Komi's health bar. Those archers may have been ticking him non-stop. Close call. Goes through a restored artifact. Going to be a Chronos Pendant. Popamel buys a Doom Orb. Wants that early game pressure. Now goes for speed buff. Komi goes for red buff. Sees red buff up. Popamel checking up on red buff too. Knows that he is up and is doing it. He has enough pressure and damage. And cleans out red buff camp. Like level lead for Popamel. Goal lead in favor of Popamel for the first blood. Plants going down the lane. Kills off all the archers. Gets hit by Persephone 1 and misses his own. Persephone with a slight bit of health. Hebo's 1 now able to kill the small camp. Persephone putting another wave under the tower. Will he be able to No. Brute minions got hit by tower, so he lost the gold there. Archer will do the same as well, but he at least salvaged a little bit of the wave. Komi. Blue buff in hand. Scepter in his pocket. Hasn't backed yet. Popamel. Now with an Enchanted Kasari going into a Genji's, I presume. Will now back. No, will not back. Purple buff camp. Has respawned. Popamel now doing purple. Purple buff established. Hasn't backed yet. Has close to 2,700 gold. That's a Chronos Pendant and a tier 2 item. A lot of hefty damage. Has to respect that. Has to be wary of these Hebo 3s, because if he's in the wrong spot, he can get knocked up towards it. Wave going under tier 1 tower. Horn Sharp popped by Komi. Plants, more plants. Hasn't backed yet. Sending plants down the lane. Let's see what both contestants are prioritizing. The 1 and the 3 and balancing it out. Komi prioritizing the 1 and then immediately into the 2. Takes the side camps. Red buff's about to spawn as well. Komi finally went back. Plants just gave him some bonus gold. Buys a Chronos Pendant and now it's going to the Prentice Staff. Meaning this man has max cooldown online. Which means he's not going for a Pendulum of Ages. He's going for an alternate timeline. Clears a wave. Pop him out. Slight goal lead. That's a hefty amount of damage. That's too much. The 1's gonna come back online. Aegis is it, but the 3 is about to hit. It's smart. And manages to dash over the wall. And just like that, the second kill for Hebo has been avoided. The pressure on the tier 1 tower is still being applied. Blue buff camp now respawning for the both of them. Chests have also respawned. In fact, it looks like the chest on this side is not even here. Oh, he's been doing that a lot this game. The small little error mistakes cost you time, and which in reverse costs you resources and farm. Doesn't punish him too much, but the first time it did. Now has Scepter. Grab the chest. Takes the buff and the chest front. Slight lead and a big golden favor. By 500, but he can afford that with a chalice. With a tier 1 and a blink. Uses the dash. Surprised he didn't commit. Trying to commit fully. May ult. Just couldn't find the right angle. Yep. But the blink into the 3! That secures the kill. Second kill going into the way of Papa-Mel. He wants that redemption. Tier 1 tower not being aggressed on again. Tier 1 tower potentially gonna finally go down by the minions. Gonna prioritize purple buff camp. Komi. Now going for the spellbound Kusari. Now it hits level 14. Papa-Mel. About to hit level 16. 3/4 of his experience bar has been filled up. Trying to get Scepter. Buys a blink herself. Very interesting. Very interesting. Both contestants. Flying pressure. Hebo is at being a little bit too fast. He's gonna go for that Doom Orb Gem of Focus combo, which means this Hebo is gonna be very fast. This is the 2. Has a Divine online. Damage is very creeping on this Hebo. He's looking pretty dominant. What will this spellbound Kusari be? Will it be an Oni's or will he commit to a Genji's? Komi. He's Papa-Mel. Papa-Mel. Doing a lot of hefty damage. Misses the ult. The tether doesn't do it. Blinks away, but Archers gets the kill. Oh no, this match is just not going in his favor. Wise again, Genji. May have enough for a tier 1 item. He does. Commits to a magic focus. This will be most likely a divine or a deso or an obsidian shard. Magus won't be that good for this character. Sends plants down the way. Wants the gold that he gets from these plants. Pop-a-Mel goes back, buys a ward. Interesting. Does he think he can do Bull Demon King? Or maybe possibly bait it out? But is going for a restart artifact, may go into either a Tahuti or a potential Chronos Plant. Gets hit by Persephone's 1 and did only 15% health on him. Using chalices to heal up that damage. Plants have been placed though. About to be full health from the chalice. Goes into the jungle and is about to place a ward. No, he wants the gank. This is where Hebo struggles. While he's great at bullying at close combat, he is not good at sieging and poking. Hebo's really known for his good all-in potential. He can poke with his 3. It is a Spirit Magus, which tells me he wants to land the ult. He wants to 2. He wants to 1. Or at the very least, land a 2-1 combo. But he's gonna have to land those shots on this very speedy Hebo, who now has Jima focus, and look at him go. That's not even full do more stacks and Jima focus stacks. He is quite speedy now. Which will be very scary once he gets his speed buff too. I'm not gonna get it this time. You want to keep that Jima focus stacked. Jima focus not only provides 5% movement speed, but also 5% bonus power per stack. Max stacks at 3 stacks. So you may want to just randomly 1 every periodic. Assist with the 3, lands with the 1. Dumorp stacks should be falling off, but should be refurbished because of that camp. Trying to bait him out, realizes that he can't, and goes back to clearing the minions. This is where Hebo's gonna really struggle. He wants to blink 3 and ult. But if Komi Aegises it, he can easily turn it around, because he will be taking a lot of damage under the Phoenix. Backs and buys a Tahuti. Komi going for a Doom Orb. Has a tier 1. Goes for an Uncommon Staff. May go for a Weaver? Cursed Weaver? That might be the punish that he needs. Just a little bit of extra oomph with his 3, if he can land it. Could also be a Warlock Staff. He could be looking for even further down the game. I don't think it's going to be Gem of Isolation, because Komi knows that he can't do Bull Demon King. Papa-Mel also knows that he can't really contest with Bull Demon King. But so can't Komi. So now it's a loop of, okay, how do I do this? Papa-Mel may test the damage. No, setting up an ambush. Test the damage. Bull Demon King chunking him. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. He's gotta be careful. He's gotta balance it. 33%. Going into a half. That won't be enough damage. He half healths the Bull Demon King, but the Bull Demon King has done its damage. He's gonna need a little bit more oomph. Goes for the Sorcerer's Staff. Still can get the Curse Weaver or the Warlock Staff. Komi. Trying to finish up that last item. Has the Doom Orb. Hits with a 2. Didn't do a lot of damage. If he buys Alternate Timeline, combined it with Genji's, he's going to be really tanky. Which his build, he has a lot of flat pin, about 25, but he only has 10% pin. Of course, if he levels up Evolve's Warlock Staff, that's 10% more additional pin. Lance being used. The one chunking a quarter health chunk backed. Trying to get the blue buff count. This is the 1. This is the 2. Plants up and established. Hits Lance with the 1. Baits out the Persephone 1. Jumps away. Ults. Misses. Just misses. And Persephone ult just misses. Blink for blink. Just not enough distance. Komi. Doesn't want to buy. Trying to provide pressure. Can't get it. He's too fast. He has enough to finish off at the same time. Papa Melt can finish off Curse Weaver and a Tahuti. Finishes off Curse Weaver. Buys a 500 potion pot. Goes ahead and buys a perfected Tahuti. Komi still hasn't back to get that same time done yet. Wants the scepter. Claims the scepter. Has to be careful. Pop him out just around the corner. Pop him out with Curse Weaver. Pop him out lurking. Pop him out going in. He sees his target finally. This is the 1, but is trying to avoid the damage. Knows where she's going. Trying to counter her pathing. No, just clearing out the wave. And a push onto Boldy McKing. Komi grabs the Pendulum of Aegis. Okay. Red buff about to spawn. Right in the nick of time, Papa Melt says to himself. Grabs red buff. Enhanced red buff as well. This buff will do a lot of damage. This is a 2. Gets hit by the 1. Gets hit by the plants. Ult use. Ult misses, but is a great zone. Papa Melt trying to back. Komi. He's just gonna reset. Was trying to get some damage out. Notices that Papa Melt just backed. Throws out some plants, trying to get all the plants to be used so he can get that bonus gold. He'll go back. And how much gold do these? He will have a 3k pot. What type of potion pot? Upgrades relics, buys a 500 potion pot, and a chalice. He does have a fire blink. Will he use it though? He has to be very cautious because he would have to be very up close to use that fire blink. It's the 2-in-1. Papa Melt missing for 3. Going around the corner. Gets hit by the 2 for an immense amount of damage too. Throws the plants out. Just to zone. Doesn't know where Papa Melt's at. Papa Melt knows where Komi's at. Hits with a 3. One is used, and that will be the it of that engagement. Pop him out. Lurking. Waiting. He has blink. He wants to proc this. Pop him out. See, may see an opportunity. Gets hit by the 2. 1 misses. Plant's coming down Central Avenue. Has to be careful of getting poked. Gets hit by a plant. Gets hit by the 2. Plants chunk up just a little bit. Ult was just off the mark. Plants go down memory lane. He gets him in combat. The Aegis is used. The 3 is used. And the 1 to confirm the kill. That 30 seconds. That may be game. I'm not too sure. Pop him out, jumping in place. Pop him out, waiting for minions. Very eagerly, very patiently. May not be able to take out Titan just yet. But he's doing the little water dance. There's other archers. There's other brutes. And that will be that. Komi responds. There's that the 1. Grabs the speed buff. Smart move. Pop him out. Gets the enhanced red buff. Will back. I do believe he has 5k gold. He will get a 3k power potion pop. Sells the Cursed Weaver for a... what? Desolation. And the damage pots. Komi. The hope and dream of killing Pop-A-Melt. Pop-A-Melt just needs that one little outcome to go in his favor. Gold leads, just only 1,000. Wards used. Gets the purple camp. Purple camp doing a lot of chunk damage, to be fair. Komi backing. Pop-A-Melt appears to have 2 wards here. Is thinking about doing Bull Demon King. Bull Demon King will be a nice avenue for him to get restoration and that flat penetration. Lurking. Spin spot on the ward. Does some damage. Ult miss. Beats used to counter out the ult. Beautiful blink to proc the fire damage. Just like that. That's it. Pop him out. Now with blink. He just needs that correct spot. That correct squeeze. Blinks in. 3s. Ults. Hebo combo by default. Round 1 going the way of Hebo. That was an intense game. That was very intense. You both were holding out your own for so long.